Hello again, this is Charlie Stevens here. Today we're going to learn how to read music on our guitar. In our last video we looked at the first string and how to find the notes on the first string. Now we're going to do the same thing on the second string. So the second string is called our B string. The reason it's called the B string is because we tune it to the note B. Okay, so that means when we see the note B written in our treble clef, which will be on our third line right in the middle, we have 5 lines and that center line is B. So when you see that one, you play your open second string, and provided that you're in tune, that would be the correct note. That will be a B note, okay? So we have B there. Okay, on our first fret, what do we have? Let's see. Most of them have a sharp after them. Does B have a sharp? No, B is one of the ones that does not have a sharp after it. So we move to the very next letter of our musical alphabet. So after B comes C. So this note here on the first fret is C. Okay? Now, C does have a sharp after it. So on the second fret, that would be C sharp. Okay? And we're not going to worry about that today. We're going to learn D, which is here on the third fret. Okay, so just like when we learned the first string, we had the open string, the first fret, and the third fret. That's the exact same thing we have going on here for the B string. We have the open B string, we have the first fret, which is the note C, and we have the third fret, which is the note D. Okay, and for now, that's all we're going to learn about, so we can get comfortable finding these notes. But as I mentioned, there are lots of different notes on the B string. We actually have all of the different notes, but for now we'll just worry about these 3 to get us started here. Okay, so the first example on the B string is going to be the same as the first example on our high E string, where we're using all whole notes, and we're going to play each of these 3 notes for a whole measure. Okay, so if you haven't checked out the E string video, I'd recommend watching that first, because this one is going to be a very similar layout, just with new notes on our new string. Okay, so let's dive right in, and we'll try example number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's example number 1. Okay, now in example number 2, we're going to use half notes. So same exercise, but now we play twice per measure because we're using half notes. Okay, let's give it a try. Example number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was example number 2. In example number 3, we're going to use all quarter notes. So we're going to pick 4 times for each measure with quarter notes, right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was all quarter notes. Okay, in example number 4, we're going to stay all on the open B string, and we're going to mix our rhythms now. So the first measure is going to be a whole note, the second measure is going to be 2 half notes, and the third measure is going to be 4 quarter notes, all just right on an open B string. Okay? Let's do it together. Example number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that was example number 4. In example number 5, we're going to do the exact same thing, the exact same rhythm, but now we're going to play the note C, which is on the 1st fret of our 2nd string now. So go ahead and hold that one down, and we'll play the same rhythms. Okay, here we go. Example number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was example number 5. Example number 6, you guessed it, same thing, but now on the other note we learned. We learned the D note on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string as well, right? So let's try all of those different rhythms on that note. Here we go, example number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. That was example number 6. Okay, in example number 7, we're going to mix everything around. We're going to use different types of rhythms, and we're going to use different pitches. Okay, I just kind of composed this short little simple exercise and just kind of pick those 3 notes and put them in sort of random order just to give you some practice this. So it's not meant to be super musical, but hopefully you enjoy playing this anyway. Here we go. Example number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. That was example number 7. Great job. So now we're going to move on to example number 8. And in this one, we're actually going to go between both strings that we've learned. So this one requires you to know the notes on the 1st string, and remember that from that video, because we're going to mix them up, okay? You're going to see both strings, different rhythms, just a little short exercise I composed to help you get some experience seeing what these look like on the page and finding them on your guitar. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Example number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was example number 8. That's our first time mixing 2 different strings together. Okay, so see how that works? We learned 3 on one string, 3 on the other. Now we have 6 notes to choose from. You might want to try playing them up and back down like that. From the open B and playing the 3 notes we have on B, and then switching to E. Those are all next to each other. When we go to D to E, well, those are really 2 frets away because E is also here. So we can see it looks like they're next to each other. When we change strings, it doesn't look like they're next to each other, but they are. That's a really important thing to get our heads around, where things change over strings so we can see that notes are next to each other even if they're on different strings. Okay, so this is a really important skill to have, not just for reading, but also just understanding your fretboard. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed watching that video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson where we'll learn about our 3rd string.